Perfect. So we'll start laying on our back. So once you're there, you might have your feet kind of wide on the mat with knees bent. And you might want hand on heart and hand on low belly. Or you might just imagine that they're placed there and just have your arms resting out beside you. And just taking a few deep breaths here, allowing your eyes to close or take a soft gaze. Allowing yourself to land in the space you're in this morning and sink back, relax into your body right now. Perhaps noticing how your breath feels right now. Noticing the length of the inhale. Noticing the length of the exhale. Just taking about 3 more steady breaths where you are. Perhaps noticing all of the back body pressing into the mat, your shoulder blades, the back side of the rib cage, the back of your pelvis, your sitting bones, your feet. Giving yourself permission to soften, to relax the grip of tension in your body. And now you might bring both hands to your low abdomen, low belly, or you might just imagine that they're placed there. And begin to direct your awareness and your breath towards the bottom of the lungs and towards the low abdomen, low belly. Perhaps feeling a subtle widening of the low belly, feeling the low back press into the mat. And feeling the low belly contract or soften with the exhale, feeling relaxation, relief. So much of the stability and sense of calm that we seek can be found simply by connecting with the breath and just recognizing how the body feels when you take a few conscious, deep breaths. Taking one more breath into the low belly. Inhaling space. Exhaling stress and tension. And now you might bring one or both hands up to the chest or just imagine they're there. Taking a moment to breathe into the upper chest, into the upper back. Noticing how the breath feels in this part of your body, in this clavicular zone of the diaphragm. Perhaps checking in with how your heart is feeling right now. Taking two more gentle breaths into the chest, into this heart space. And now you might leave one hand on the heart and place one hand on the low belly. Or again, just imagine they're there if that's more comfortable for you. And just take about 5 breaths here, starting with the low belly. And notice how the breath naturally moves up to the chest, just like a wave. And as you exhale, it retreats back from the chest and back towards the low belly. And if the pace of your breath is speeding up in any way, or you're noticing tension creeping in across the forehead or along the jawline, slow the pace of the breath and give yourself permission to soften across the face and to relax through the jaw and the mouth. Noticing what more you can relax and release through the upper body, through the pelvis, and down into the feet. And this practice of softening, this practice of release is really what supports resilience. It's what allows us to move through stress and difficult situations with more strength and more presence, more stability in ourselves. So know that just by connecting with the breath and deepening your awareness here, you're also strengthening your resilience. And now move the arms off your body and step your feet closer to your bum. As you're ready, draw your knees into your chest, give your legs a hug. You might want to rock side to side here, placing hands on your shins, maybe taking the knees a bit wider. And just gently rocking side to side, massaging through the low back. You can also have your knees in front of the chest if that's more comfortable. You can kind of explore both. And we'll move into leg circles or hip circles in a moment here. So as you're ready, bringing your knees back in front of the chest. And as you inhale, draw the knees closer to the chest. As you exhale, guide the knees open out beside you. And gently guide them together away from the body, knees meet. And as you exhale, draw the knees back to the chest. Inhale, open the knees out beside you. Slowly bring them back up together, they meet, and exhale, draw them back to chest. They're taking 2 more circles like that with your breath. And now going the other way, press the knees away from you as you inhale. And as you exhale, open them out beside you and draw them back in front of the chest. Inhale, push the knees away from the chest. Open them out to the sides. Exhale, draw them back towards the body and together in front of the chest. A few more here, moving with your breath. Meeting with the knees drawing in towards the chest. As you're ready, step your left foot down to the mat, keep the knee bent, and reach the right leg up to the sky. Clasp your hands behind your right thigh, so in the middle of the hamstring, not the knee, middle of the thigh. Resist your leg into your hands and your hands against your leg. So if you were to move your hands, your leg would drop down to the floor. And you might explore circling your ankle here or flexing and pointing your toes, whatever your body is asking for on this side. Just getting some movement through the foot, the ankle, Achilles, the whole right leg. And notice if you're really tense through the upper body and rounding the back, can you soften the shoulders and the back down? You're welcome to bend your knee if it needs to be bent. It doesn't have to be super straight. So allowing a bend in the knee, keeping shoulders, upper back relaxed. Just take another breath here, circling or moving the foot, or maybe you're pausing, flexing toes towards shin, reaching out of the right heel and just breathing into the right hamstring. It's totally up to you. As you're ready, release the right leg and draw the right knee into the chest again. Clasp your hands around the right shin, and you might extend the left leg long now on the mat. Drawing the right knee towards the chest, you might place the left hand on left thigh and place the right shin in the right hand and gently rock the right leg towards the right, feeling more of a release through inner thighs. And come to center and maybe guide it a little bit past the midline towards the left, keeping both sitting bones on the ground. So it's just a subtle movement here. But you might find that you like rocking the leg back and forth, creating more movement through the hips and the legs, or you might just want to stay still, drawing knee to chest. Again, just exploring what feels nice for your body. We'll take one more breath here. Then drawing your knee back to your chest. Step your right foot down on the mat now. Keep your left leg as it is. So right foot is on the mat, knee is bent. Allow the right knee to roll open towards the right and step the right foot to the inner line of the left calf. So you're basically in tree shape, but you're laying on your back. And this is where if you have a block or a pillow, you'll want to place it under the outer edge of your right knee and the right thigh. It just gives your legs something to relax into. And your arms might be out beside you like a cactus, so with both elbows bent, or you might reach them kind of over the head, imagining you're creating a beach ball shape with your arms, like a big circle. And that allows more release through the armpits and the triceps. So exploring whatever you're feeling here. And once you found your shape, we'll take 4 or 5 deep breaths into the right hip. Feeling a wave of relaxation gently washing over your body. Again, feeling your shoulders, your back, your pelvis, your legs gently pressing into the mat. Allowing all the gripping and tension to be released with the breath. Relaxing the jaw, softening across the face. Taking 2 more breaths here. Noticing what more you can relax through the right hip and the right leg. If your arms are above your head, gently relax your arms alongside your body. Use your right hand to help guide that right knee back up, stepping the right foot on the mat. And now reach the right leg long to join the left. Walk both feet to the bottom left corner. Reach your arms up Above your head, walk your hands to the top left corner. And you might stay exactly as you are, reaching out of your feet and hands, and then relax the right shoulder, right hip, breathing into the right side of the body. Or you might want to cross your right ankle over your left ankle, and you might want to hold your right wrist with your left hand and feel a gentle pull out of the right hand, out of the left hand, creating more length on the right side of the body. And after that movement, finding relaxation and softness on the right side, taking 4 deep breaths here. Feeling the space being created in the right side of the body, along the ribs and the right side of the lungs. Perhaps noticing a subtle release through the right outer hip down towards the right foot. Noticing if you can relax your shoulders and your arms just a little bit more here. And if you're holding the right wrist, release your right hand and cross your ankles. Walk your feet and hands back to center. Give your body a long stretch so it's symmetrical. And slowly relax your arms alongside the body. Step your feet back towards your bum so your feet are on the mat, knees bent. And gently reach the left foot up to the sky. Clasp your hands behind your left leg, so behind left hamstrings. Again, not behind the knee, please. So middle of the back of the thigh if possible. And you can always keep the knee bent. That's great. And relax your shoulders and upper back into the mat. And maybe try pointing and flexing or creating circles with this foot, getting more movement through this leg and ankle and the Achilles and calf. And it might feel really nice to have your eyes closed through a lot of these movements, just allowing your eyes to have a break from the constant input of information and eye strain, just from looking at the world around us and being on screens as much as we are. So feel free to have your eyes closed and just listen along as well, if that's also what your body is asking for. You might pause, reaching out of the left heel now, flexing toes towards your shin. And exhale, draw the left knee into the chest, clasp your hands around the left shin, and now reach your right leg long, if that feels good, or keep your right foot on the mat, knee bent. And maybe place the right hand on the right thigh if your right leg is long on the mat. Place the left hand on the left shin and perhaps rock that left leg from side to side, nice and slowly. And you might pause in any areas that feel a little bit more tense or sticky, just taking an extra breath there. And as you're ready, we'll meet again with knee drawing towards chest. And step the left foot down on the mat, making sure you have your block or pillow nearby. Allow the left knee now to gently open to the left and step the sole of the left foot along the right line of the inner calf somewhere. So again, you're like the tree shape but laying down. And you'll want to place your pillow or block or sweater, book, whatever prop you're using under the outer edge of that left knee and maybe a little under the left thigh like I have. And you might try a different arm variation here. So if you really enjoyed arms above head, then yes, go there. You might try cactus shape here instead, or you might notice you want hand on heart and hand on belly. So just see what works for you. And again, maybe allow your eyes to close or soften your gaze. And slowly drift your awareness from head to toe, softening your torso, your body into the mat, allowing the left hip to become heavier and heavier, supported by the prop beneath it. Taking 4 more breaths here, noticing if you can relax through the shoulders and upper back a little more. Noticing if you can soften through the right leg. And notice how that helps the left leg to relax slightly as well. One more breath on this side. Relax the arms alongside the body, or the left arm at least alongside the body. Use the left hand to guide the left leg back up, stepping the left foot on the mat. And now extend the left leg long to join the right. Reach your arms above your head. Walk your feet to the bottom right corner, hands to the top right corner. So you're creating a gentle C shape with the body. And you might explore crossing left ankle over right, or holding the left wrist with the right hand, or you might just rest your hands and feet beside one another. Wherever you are, allowing the left shoulder to relax, the left hip to relax. Taking about 4 or 5 deep breaths into the left side of the body. Often we're gripping through the arms and the shoulders without even realizing it. So bringing awareness to the upper body, what more can you relax with the breath here? And maybe bringing the awareness towards the left hip, towards the lower body, noticing what more you can soften and release here. And if your wrists are, if you're holding your left wrist or if your ankle is crossed, uncross the ankle, release your wrist, walk your feet and hands back to center. Give your body another big stretch, reach out of your hands and feet, feeling the length created in both sides of the body. And now relax your arms alongside the body, step your feet closer to your bum. Step your feet nice and wide now, the width of the mat. And again, you might want your pillow nearby for this, so just make sure it's nearby. Stepping feet the width of the mat, you might cactus your arms here. Windshield wiper your legs, so just lower your legs over to the right. They won't stack on each other. Imagine they're like windshield wipers, so they're more kind of side by side. And come up through center, inhale. And as you exhale, lower the legs towards the left. Big breath here. Exhale. And come back to center. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower your legs to the right again. And this time, you might want to place a pillow or block under the left knee. So you might have to sit up for a moment and then place your prop kind of under the knee, under the thigh. So the leg has something to relax into. Allow the right leg to be super heavy into the mat. And maybe try arms and cactus. And your gaze can be up at the ceiling or over the left shoulder, totally your choice. And you might allow eyes to close again here and take about 4 deep breaths down the front of the left leg, feeling this internal rotation through the left hip as well as this gentle twist in the spine. Softening any tension in the hands. Relaxing any gripping in the right leg. Softening resistance or gripping in the left leg, left hip. Taking one more breath here. And slowly bring your legs back up through center, feet are on the mat, feet are still wide. So knees are up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lower the legs over towards the left now. And you'll probably need to move your prop again so it's comfortable under the right knee. And again, you might have your arms out like a cactus. Gazing up towards the ceiling or over the right shoulder. And both sides of the body might feel totally different. It's common that one side is tighter than the other, often the more dominant side of the body. If you're right-handed, it's common the right hip is tighter, and just the way that you sit, if you sit crossing your legs, the leg that you cross on top is often tighter. So just being mindful of that. And if you need an extra prop under this side, feel free to use it. And keep greeting whatever is surfacing with more softness, more breath. Steady inhale, steady exhale. One more breath. Slowly bring your legs back up to center. Gently move your prop out to the side. Stepping your feet a little closer together. Walking your feet maybe closer to your bum and draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself one more hug, keeping your low back on the mat if possible. Really feeling the space that's been created through the low back and the hips right now. And you might draw the knees wider now and notice how that feels in your body. If you want to take happy baby or modified happy baby, feel free. We'll be here just for a breath, and then we'll move over up towards a tabletop posture. So you might roll to your side and press up to seated and over to tabletop, or you might gently roll on your back and come up towards seated and make your way over to tabletop. Just coming through hands and knees for a moment here. Taking a few cat and cows to help release the spine and just create more space through the body. So starting with 3 regular cat and cows, draw the shoulders on the back, lengthen the spine, gaze straight ahead. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone around the back, gaze down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the heart, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, round the back, gaze down. One more. Inhale, lengthen the heart, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, round the back, gaze down. And now take these way bigger. So inhale, really feel the shoulders draw on the back, lengthen the spine, tilt the pelvis. Exhale, scoop the tailbone around the back, draw hips towards heels, coming almost into child's pose. 2 more like that. Inhale. And again, eyes can be closed for all of this. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to tabletop. Take your knees wide, toes together, and send your bum towards your heels, child's pose. Walk your hands along, rest your forehead down on the mat. Taking a couple deep breaths into the hips, into the low back. Feeling the space created in the backside of the lungs here. Feeling the gentle release through the inner thighs. Feeling the bum lowering closer to the heels. And you might stay as you are, or you might walk your hands to the left. Stack your left hand on top of the right hand. So reach the right hand long and then stack left hand on right. And draw your right hip back, right shoulder back, lower your head down and breathe into the right shoulder, right side waist. Taking 3 breaths here. Relax through the jaw, soften the face. Uncross your hands and walk your hands through center. And make your way to the other side. So walking your left hand towards the right, reach the left hand long. Stack your right hand on your left, draw left hip and shoulder back. Relax your head down towards the mat and breathe into the left shoulder. Breathe into the left side waist, left hip. One more breath here. Walk your hands through center. And you might tent your fingers coming up to your finger pads, breathing into the upper back, into the armpits. Exhale out the mouth. And slowly start to walk your hands towards your feet, or towards your knees rather. Come to sit on your bum. I'm just going to turn to face you. So I'm sitting with knees bent, hips on heels. You might cross your legs instead and sit on a pillow. We'll be here for just a moment. It's a quick neck release and a quick shoulder release. So just starting by shrugging shoulders up to ears. Inhale. Exhale, relax them back and down. 2 more times. Inhale, shrug them up. Exhale, relax them back and down. You might inhale and exhale out the mouth here. Inhale. Exhale. I'm taking this a bit bigger now. So let's start with hands on shoulders. As you inhale, open the chest, keep your tailbone reaching down from a side angle. When I open my chest, I'm not doing this. The spine is long, so the tailbone is tucking down. Spine is long, open the elbows, take a breath in. And you can always come up to your knees if this is better too. And as you exhale, relax your elbows down beside you. Inhale, reach them together, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, open, relax them down beside you. Taking 4 more like that. Inhale, circle them up and open. Exhale, relax them down beside you. 1 more inhale, 2 more. Up and open. Exhale, down beside you. 1 more. And exhale. And taking this even bigger now. Imagine you're holding a beach ball. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Keep your tailbone drawing down. Draw the elbows down beside you. Open the chest. Relax the arms all the way down. 4 more like that. So imagine you're moving through molasses. Inhale. Open the chest, bend the elbows, exhale. And again, you can exhale out the mouth here. It feels like a really nice release. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. If you are up on your knees, you might come sit down on your bum for a moment or on your heels. Just taking a moment here, sit nice and tall. You might close your eyes. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower right ear to right shoulder. Relax the left shoulder down. Take a deep breath here. Exhale here. Gently rock the right head, gently rock your head back towards the right, creating space along the front of the left side of the chest, the front of the throat. And as you exhale, slowly lower chin towards chest. Circle left ear to left shoulder. Relax the right shoulder down. Taking a deep breath here. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Gently tip your head back, breathing into the front of the throat. And as you exhale, lower chin to chest and create a big circle all the way around to the right. Slowly relaxing your head back, over to the left, chin to chest, and lower left ear, left shoulder. Relax your head back, right ear, right shoulder, and lower chin to chest. Sitting up taller, drawing your shoulders on the back, chest is broad. Keep drawing chin towards chest. Feel a stretch in the back of the neck. Take a breath here. Exhale here. Slowly bring your head all the way up and open your eyes. And we'll come over to sit for a moment just to shake out the legs from sitting on them like that. So give your legs a shake. And we'll make our way onto our back one more time. Again, if you have a prop nearby, I really encourage you to have it. A block, pillow, rolled blanket, whatever is great, because we'll do a supported bridge in a moment. So we'll use it under the hips. So lowering back onto your back once more, give yourself one more hug, drawing the knees to chest, maybe rocking side to side. Then step your feet down on the mat. Check that you can brush your heels with your fingertips. And you might want to have your feet a little closer together. They're not literally touching. They're about hip width. So if you look at your knees, it's about a fist distance between your knees. And then just checking you can brush your heels with your fingertips when you're laying down on your back. And now grab your pillow or block, press into your feet, scoop your tailbone, and place your pillow or block under your hips. So if you have a block, it might be on a different height. So you might explore having it on the higher height or on the lower height. Or if you have a pillow, just sliding it under the hips, under the sacrum. It's the triangle bone right above the bum crack. It's a flat bone there. And once you're settled, allow your thigh bones to relax into the hip sockets and allow your hips to relax into the block or the pillow. And again, reach your arms out beside you like a cactus for one more gentle chest opener. Keep directing your awareness towards your low belly and your hips, taking about 5 deep breaths into your hips. Relaxing through the shoulders, your arms, your hands, softening across the face. Feeling totally supported by gravity here, by your pillow or your block or your sweater. Perhaps noticing the subtle release of your hips and low back just from gently lifting them in this shape. You can stay as you are, or you might explore extending the right leg long away from the body, keeping left foot on the mat. Allow your right hip to gently open towards the right, feeling a release from the right hip flexors down towards the right foot. And if this creates any pinching in the low back, then just step your right foot to join your left again, staying in supported bridge with both feet on the mat. Notice if your left knee is really opening out to the left, gently drawing it back towards center. If your right leg is extended, carefully drawing the right foot back towards your bum. I like to roll my right knee out to the right, gently bend the right knee a bit, and then step the right foot back on the mat, pointing the right knee back up to the ceiling. And just pause and center. And you might explore extending left leg long. Allow the left knee to gently open towards the left, breathing down the front of the left leg. And just checking if the right knee is starting to open to the right, drawing the right knee back towards center so it's facing the ceiling, right foot is on the mat. If your left leg is extended, keeping the leg kind of rolling towards the left, gently bend the left knee, draw the left foot closer to the bum, step the left foot on the mat so both knees point up, and just pause and center for a moment here with your hips elevated. Again, just noticing how both sides feel. And carefully relax your arms alongside the body. Gently press into your feet, scoop your tailbone, lift your hips, move your pillow or block out to the side. Lower your back down to the mat slowly. Step your feet Now the width of the mat, knees knock in, and maybe place hand on heart and low belly as we started the practice. And we'll just take 5 deep breaths to end our practice here today, allowing any lingering tension to soften, continuing to release stress and gripping from the body, from the mind, from the heart. One more deep breath. Maybe sigh it out the mouth. Relax your left arm up alongside the left ear. Reach your left arm up along the left ear. Step your feet closer together, closer to the thumb. Slowly lower your legs towards the left, roll to your left side, and just pause for a moment here. And as you're ready, press yourself up towards seated, making your way to legs crossed at the top of the mat. And gently bring a hand to heart or imagine it's there. Maybe softly bow chin to chest. Take a moment to thank yourself for doing this work of softening and opening, to practicing awareness and cultivating more resilience. And take a moment to visualize everyone in the practice today, thanking them for showing up and doing this work as well. It is so powerful and so essential to our collective well-being. You are so resilient. Namaste. And I'll just stop recording. So one moment.